Welcome to this review of Ys X Nordics. Ys is one of my favorite series, and it was great getting to play the game so soon, even through my rough Japanese translations. Full disclosure, if you're looking for a 100% spoiler-free video, there won't be story spoilers, but some early boss battles will show up to show you an in-depth look at the mechanics, skills, and leveling. So expect to be spoiled on how the game plays. With that, we'll go over a few things with story and what we already know, the overworld map, traversal, combat, skills and how they work, stats, and leveling up. The timeline takes place about a month after Ys 2. Adol and Dogi leave Asteria and head towards Celceta for the gold rush. Not going to spoil anything, but I thought it was a very good, mysterious story with a very Ys feel to it. Did Adol crash any boats? I don't know. The overworld is mostly sea, and you will travel by ship to different islands where you'll have a chance to use both Adol and Karja on the ground. The ship battles will consist of shooting with cannons and boarding enemy ships, as well as raids, which will consist of both a ship battle and a ground battle in a dungeon. When you first receive your map, it's covered in a thick fog, and when you go exploring, that area will be revealed to you. If you have a main quest or a side quest, those will be visible on the map at all times, so you can beeline it right to your destinations. Ground traversal is much like Ys 8 and Ys 9. You will unlock different mechanics that help you traverse the islands and dungeons, and these will also be usable in combat. These include a grappling hook and something called a mana board, which is like a skateboard. Once you get a hang of it, combat is very fun. You'll play with both characters and switch in battle constantly between the two. Learning the strengths of both Adol and Karja will help you defeat bosses with ease. Both have the basic combo which you can adjust between power or speed. They also have their own elements, fire paralysis, darkness, and ice, a charge attack called a mana burst, and unique skills. Enemies can have two different types of gauges, a break gauge and an HP gauge. A break gauge stops the HP gauge from taking damage, ultimately defeating your enemy. Each character has skills that do more damage to these gauges, and knowing them is key to victory. You'll be able to swap between the two on the fly to handle any situation. Swapping during a skill or a basic attack specifically will make the other character swapping in do an additional follow-up attack to keep the combo going. This allows you to either chain back and forth your skills, or dump everything you can and swap to the other character. The character not currently being controlled will be controlled by the AI. They will only do basic attacks. They will also get an HP regen and an SP regen, so when you swap back out, they should have a full SP bar. Skills work just like all the previous Ys games, except at 100% in this one, they evolve to a new skill instead. You'll know all your upcoming skills at the bottom of your skill page. They will be dimmed out and unusable. You can also preview the skills in the skill menu as well as check on their progress. Each skill will also show you its strength, its break, its main effect, and its secondary effects. Dual skills are powerful tag team skills that consume SP from both characters. This comes with a new mechanic called Revenge Gauge. The more you block, the more the Revenge Gauge fills up, and the more powerful your next dual skill will become. Early game, the skills wreck at base use. Late game, you definitely want to get the gauge up for more damage. For this mechanic, Flash Guard makes a comeback. Flash guarding any attack will give you a small amount of Revenge Gauge, but just Flash guarding the attack will give you a larger amount. Upon a successful just Flash Guard, you have the ability to counter, and some enemy moves will give you a chance to do a very powerful counter. Flash move has been removed. You can still dodge by very specifically tapping the dodge button. But instead, we also get a new attack called a speed attack, which is triggered by running through blue accented bullets. When characters level up, they level up at the same time. They share EXP. This includes using EXP items as well. You can increase your stats by leveling up, changing out your equipment, or upgrading your release line. As you level up, you'll be able to unlock nodes within your release lines for each character. You will place mana seeds in those nodes that will increase your base stats and will increase them by a percentage depending on which mana seed you use. There are 5 types of mana seeds: red for power, blue for defense, yellow for evasion, luck, and healing, purple which will remove defensive stats for more power, and rainbow which is red, blue, and yellow and can all be placed in one single node. Mana seeds also give off passive abilities. There are a few rules to how this works. Each color mana seed has its own passive abilities. Mana seeds of the same color must be connected. Rainbow can connect to red, blue, and yellow and will give you a passive rank in each. Passive abilities can be stacked. Each section marked by horizontal lines must be restarted from 1 and will stack with abilities from other tiers, but that doesn't mean you can't mix and match. There are many types of passive abilities, so experiment and have some fun with it. With that, I give it a 9 out of 10, mainly because of some button mapping issues, but it was still super fun and left me wanting more. The music was great. I had a great time vibing while I was defeating my enemies. Almost every area has such a wonderful feel to it. I hope you all look forward to the Western release, because I know I will. I'll be playing it again. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.